Uh-oh. I give up. Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. Today we're going to be giving you some flower tips. Yes. Do you like gardening? Then this is not the channel for you. Anyway, this is the flower bucket, or the bucket of flowers. What does it say on here? It is flower bucket. So we got the flower bucket, and I built this all by myself. Nobody helped me.
And I built this Jurassic Park all by myself. No one helped me.
Oh man, this thing flowers keep they break. They can break. I think I got it all in here. I think it looks really nice. This is a really amazing looking set. I'm sure there's a better way to arrange the flowers in a vase. It does not come with a vase, but yeah, I do like this set. And finally got around to building it. Just not one to be handled like this. It's pretty much you set it on the table, then arrange the flowers the way you want. But some really neat little flowers. Maybe I need to come around, get the camera a little closer as I talk about this. But just before I go into the details of the set, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I don't necessarily do Lego reviews, but I do like to talk about Lego. So we're going to talk about this set, and it's a really good set. It's a really good value, I think, for the price. Very hard to find. It's been out of stock everywhere. And Lego, you really got to fix your instruction manuals. This is by far the worst instruction manual I have ever dealt with. And I know that they've put out a thing recently, or about a month ago, I think, where they were going to get away from the black print. The dark colors on black, hard to read. Even the text, white text on black background, very hard to read. Sometimes I couldn't even see the part. I mean, it's horrible. And I guess that, they got the feedback, and I actually thought of calling, even though I know they're going to change it anyway. I thought of calling to complain, but when you got these dark greens and stuff, it just doesn't show up well on this black background. And there was times I could not tell where the placement of the part. So I really hated building with the instructions, and I don't like using the digital version. Some have told me they use the digital. See, now if it was white background, it'd been perfect. And I know a lot of people lament about the white background with people that do Lego reviews, but this is why. This is why you use a white background. Because all the other colors will stand out. And I've seen some people do reviews that have like maybe a bluish background. That's what Hewitt Brickset uses. That it works. It still looks a little darker. The photographs look a little darker, but that's why you see stock photos on just about any toy product, really any site where they're going to have the images that are going to be on the website that you're like buying it, whether it be on Amazon or any other website. They're going to have a white background usually because it's easier to see, and that's what people do. So don't get upset if you see a lot of people doing Lego videos and they got a white background, because that way you can actually see what you're looking at. So that's my main takeaway from this set is the instruction manual is so bad that I can't imagine what it must be like for people that are not experienced building Lego sets. It had to be frustrating, and I'm sure they got feedback from other people, because I've been building for a long time. I'm not by any means the best builder in the whole wide world or anything like that, but I've built enough to know when there's a problem. And I can imagine somebody, if this is the first set they've ever built, and they bought it because they just loved that box art and how the flowers looked, and then they took it home, it had to be a frustrating build. So let me know in the comments let me know in the comments if you have built this and it was an unpleasant experience. Now, there are tons of the 18 plus sets use this dark background. The piano was one of them. But for some reason, I mean, I didn't like it on the piano, but I got through it. And that was a much bigger set than this. But this is, yeah, this is the worst. And one of the, and I did post something on Instagram, and to kind of clarify what I said, after I got done building this, I was like, I'm going to need to qualify. I wonder if I qualify for the LEGO ATA. The LEGO ATA is ATE. Did I say ATA? I probably spelled it wrong. LEGO 8 is a thing that helps people, employees get back on track after a physical or psychological setback. So I had both after building this. All right, let me get the camera where you can see it, and then we'll do a little bit of haul. I couldn't think of a shirt to wear with the flowers, so I got my Hayseed Johns. You know, they're just like the old Johns. You got the bale of hay, you know, farm plants. That's why I got that one. When I went to see TheyMightBeBricks in the 90s at the Variety Playhouse, John Flansburgh luggage got misplaced or didn't make it on the airplane. He actually was wearing this shirt at the concert. Not this actual shirt, but the same shirt. You know what I mean? A shirt like this one with this on it. And he kind of joked about it because, you know, who wears their own shirt? But yeah, that was kind of funny. I can't remember all the names. I know this is a rose. This is the lilac, this purple with the purple flowers. Let me look at my book. A snapdragon is this one, I think. Yeah, that's the snapdragon. This I like this one. It's this aster is what it's called. Did I call that lavender? That's lavender. These are daisies, and the poppy is the orange one. Poppy is a little sloppy. And I think that's it. Yeah, and then I forget what these green ones. I think they're just to accent the flowers. They don't really say in there what those are. But I do have some problems with this set, believe it or not. Wonderful set. I highly recommend it. If you haven't bought it, I think you'll regret if you don't buy it. I think it's one of those. I think it'll be a collector's item later, but it's definitely one that people that aren't into Lego, I think, could really appreciate. The one problem I have with the actual build, and it's quite a silly thing. There's only a couple of things in here that are actually natural. And what I mean is the daisy, for instance. The daisy, I think, is accurate for the most part. But the rose is not. The lilac is, or the lavender, and what's the other one called? This one, aster. And this is going to be the most nitpicky of things, so don't take it seriously. But these don't follow the Fibonacci sequence. And so in natural growth of flowers, most of the time you will see one of the Fibonacci numbers is the number of petals. The one place that it is correct, there's this little pearl gold pointed crown looking thing. It's got 5. That's a number that's in the Fibonacci sequence. But 4 is not. 6 is not. And so you got a lot of 4s and 6s. Like you got 4 rose petals, 4 on this one. I forgot what that one was called. So the rose and even the lilac is 4 and then 6s. And those aren't in the Fibonacci sequence. So very nitpicky little thing, but usually a flowering plant will have the number of petals that fit in the Fibonacci sequence. Correct me if you think that I'm wrong. Now, it's not an absolute thing, so yes, I may be wrong, but I'm probably not. What is it Monk used to say? He'd say, I might be wrong, but I'm not. That's what Monk used to say. All right, so definitely a good set. I like the set. And that's just a little thing that I just wanted to talk about, just to be spewing air to you. All right, so I'm going to do a haul real quick. This is from Montana Used Bricks. of somebody who actually, I placed the order and they said they have actually viewed the channel. So let me see what I got in this package. I don't know if maybe I'm too far away. It's from Montana Used Bricks. Okay. Oh yeah, I got a little thank you card from them. Want to learn more about a Bricklink store? Check out our new YouTube channel, Montana Used Bricks. That is pretty cool. And they got a business card. I want to get back to doing the business cards. I don't have for my store, I don't have artwork for it. I used to put my little sig fig on there when I had business cards, but I don't want to do that because it's the Lego minifigure, which you can't really, it's trademarked. But the Montana Used Bricks, they have a little brick with Montana Used Bricks on it. And then I wanted to have a QR code where you could scan it. Like if you got a piece of paper like this or a card, it had the QR code, you scan it and it would take you to your website, your YouTube channel, or whatever, you know, you wanted to. QR codes are pretty neat that way. But so I'll go look up Montana Used Bricks and make sure I put a link to their new YouTube channel. What did I get? I got all their trans neon green studs. One day I'm going to make the most epic, well, might not be epic, but I'm going to make a glow zone mock. So these are all glow zone parts here and here. The heads, those are minifigure heads. I got their blue rails that they had. And then this is one of the parts in here is for the blacksmith shop. I'm going to go ahead and take these out. These slopes were for the blacksmith shop. And I think what I went to the store for is right here. These are all blacksmith shop parts. The 3739 blacksmith. But yep, these are the right color. These light gray shutter pieces. Now these were, not a lot of people had these. I needed 2 of them for that. And so they are indeed light gray and not light bluish gray. I always worry that somebody's going to... And I also got some dark gray parts in here. Uh-oh, don't want to lose that. Dark gray parts as well. But I always worry with the light gray and the dark gray that somebody's going to send the modern equivalent, the dark bluish gray or the light bluish gray. So I try to look at what other items they have for sale. And then that kind of lets me know if they're likely to be accurate. So I was actually confident that this store would be accurate. And then after I placed the order, it's like, oh, I know who you are. And then, yeah, these are for it. And then I think one of these is for the A&W Reap Beer breakdown. So just a bunch of little parts. So I'll be able to check off a lot of things for the blacksmith shop with these parts right here. And then these are going to go in my glow zone drawer, put them away until I eventually do something with the glow zone. These will go over there where the train tracks go. So thank you, Montana Used Bricks, for the package. So that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. I recommend Montana Used Bricks because they accurately list their light gray and dark gray parts. I recommend this Lego set. Hopefully Lego will come out with an updated instruction manual that doesn't have the bad experience with the dark background. So yeah, maybe I should call and complain. Did I ask this before? How does it get to this point? How does it get out to the customer? Who checks these things? I always said I want to be the guy that works at Lego, and my job is just to say when things are a bad idea. Because I would have been like, nope, 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 too dark, too dark, too dark. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I'll see you tomorrow in a different t-shirt. Where did Yoda go?
Who's this guy? Funny does he look?